I think the country has to think about it from a policy perspective. The second thing is that startup doesn't mean tech. Okay, so maybe tech will survive in Lagos because of the environment of Lagos. But if you have an agri business, why do you have to be in Lagos? And it's also an issue I have with the way hubs are spreading around the country. I don't want to put a tech hub in my village. It's not going to work. Or I come from over or something. I don't want a tech hub. I'm against those who want to put a tech hub in certain cities because it doesn't have to be. But I would like to see a hub in Aba that is focused on what Aba is known for. The textile business that's supposed to be, the fashion business that's supposed to be, so that you can build an industry, you can build a better industry from what exists right now, right? So let's encourage hubs to focus on to verticalize themselves. So if you want to open a hub in Kano and focus on maybe the agri value chain around that place, that'd be very nice. If you want to focus on something that go to Newi and open a hub that focuses on what Newi is doing, which is manufacturing, go ahead and do that, or nature or something. There are many places that can take hubs. The problem I have is that everybody goes and puts a tech, you want to put a tech hub in Onitsha. Come on.
Lagos Angel Network, it seems to have fizzled out. What is the status today?
First of all, what do you mean by fizzle? In terms of membership, we are growing membership. In terms of deals, we are doing deals. We're not, the industry sometimes suffers from too much noise, right? From too much noise. So there's, a lot of times there's noise over nothing. But Lagos Angel Network cannot just follow the noise. We had a session with the creative industry. So the creative industry sent some of their best people, and we had a joint session with them on how to encourage angel investing in the creative industry. That is some value. We didn't announce it. It didn't come out anywhere. Those creative people are noisy. Even they said they didn't make noise about it. So I think we're getting to the point where we realize that, just as any startup, all the noise can only take you so far. The real work is the things you do at the back. And I think at this point, we realize that we have to do some hard work. We were a startup also, so we have to do some hard work. But I think we're okay with ourselves.
Finally, are you okay with the number of local investors compared to the foreign investors?
One of the reasons why we used to be hot in evangelizing in Lagos and was to avoid a situation where we have local companies that become international companies when they don't need to be. Because suddenly they wake up and all the investors in the companies are international investors. We thought that had been the experience in places like Kenya, for instance, where you have too much donor funding, you have too much foreign funding, and then the locals are just left out. So most of those companies, they reside there, but in name, but the ownership, we need to avoid that in Nigeria. So I think local investors need to get in early, and the startups should also understand that at the early stages, it's not just money. So they don't think that, okay, Y Combinator gave us money, so we're now an American company, we're looking for American advisors. The market, if your market is in Oshodi here or in this market, or if you need to get into First Bank or Union Bank, the guy from California is not going to take you into Union Bank. So I think it's important to encourage local funders to get in as early as possible and to encourage startups to look for local funders at the early stage. When you've gone to Y Combinator, you come back, you're valued at $2 or $3 million. We can, at an angel investor, we can't put in money anymore because they're too expensive for us. So I think it's better that you come to us first, and then we'll give you a nudge. You have local funders. When you come back, those local funders who are angel investors will give you mentoring, they give you access you need to keep growing the company. Otherwise, a lot of them will come back and struggle.
Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you very much.
I've been chatting with Collins Onwebu, Executive Vice Chairman, Signal Alliance, who firmly believes that these are early days for the startup ecosystem. According to him, you can get funded easily if you have a good idea. Yes, I know some startups will disagree with this statement, but that's a topic for another day. It's a wrap on this edition of the show. But the conversation continues online. Join us on social media. Remember, you can watch this and the entire show on the Channels TV YouTube account or via my blog, cfatech.ng. For Tech Trends, I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.